take 3.5 minutes to come to a decision is laughable. I've always been a massive advocate of VAR. Right, Shearer was right last night on a couple of things. First of all, you can't have VAR in this tournament at one set of grounds and not on another. That's an outrage.
It is.
We talk about consistency in football, and you've got Hull probably lost that game to Everton with 2 bona fide penalty shouts because VAR didn't exist.
Yes.
How can that be less important than Man United versus Aston Villa? So you don't have VAR for a start. Secondly, if you look at the goal, I don't know. I mean, you get into the technicality of the argument about it. I'm watching it thinking, how can this be disallowed? I know that Jacob Ramsey was potentially offside. I know that Jacob Ramsey didn't move out of the way to let Cavani run past him, who ran straight into him. But I find it perplexing. It takes 3.5 minutes to make a decision which clearly isn't clear and obvious, and then they abdicate and give it to the referee on the pitch.
Exactly.
And by that time, it's already pre-programmed what the referee's going to do because the doubt's already there. I think it's laughable.
Yeah.
You then look at it and say that Steven Gerrard has a point, that ultimately the momentum... That's why teams suddenly start rolling around on the floor when other teams have got momentum, so they can break up the momentum. This was an induced set of momentum breaking. They still had opportunities. They still had United on the rack. But I do think that is a really poor advertisement.
Right.
There's an objectivity and a subjectivity. And this is the classic case where I always argue against footballers that this is not relevant, but it is actually becoming relevant. When referees don't understand the spirit of the game and they don't understand the flow of a game, decisions like this get made because what was Ramsey supposed to do? Was he supposed to wave him through?
No, exactly.
So if he waved him through, everyone would be going, what's he doing?
What are you doing?
Why do you let him go?
Yeah.
So he stands there, Cavani runs straight into him, and ultimately they get the goal disallowed after looking at every single available opportunity, seemingly, to disallow the goal.
I think they would do this in other sports, like in the US or something. What about putting VAR decisions on a clock? Time them.
Yes.
You can't take 3.5 minutes.
I agree.
So they're now going to discuss this moment. It starts now. The clock starts ticking. They've got 45 seconds.
And then what they'll turn around and say, those that will say this, well, you're getting qualified answers rather than conscientious scrutiny.
Simon, we can't have 3.5 minutes.
Oh, it's outrageous.
Gerard's right.
I mean, I sat there watching it and I thought to myself, this is outrageous. You know, I tipped United to win this game. So, of course, it's sitting in my particular seat. They're winning 1-0. So I don't want Villa to score because I want to be right when I come rocking in the next day. But the bottom line is I looked at it and I thought the longer this goes on, this is the very argument that all of these naysayers, all of these people that say VAR is a thing that's bad for the sport, this compounds it. And then at the end of it, you don't even have a definite decision. You've looked at every available opportunity. Seemingly, I don't know which one. Does VAR work on the benefit of the doubt for the goal-scoring team or the defending team? Because, by the way, football is made by teams scoring goals, not clean sheets. That's a discipline for teams to want to get. But goals win games and goals bring viewers.
Simon, let's put that out this morning. Gerard, I think quite rightly, says the 3.5 minute delay in getting to a decision with VAR last night killed his side's momentum. Has he got a point? If so, is it time to time the decisions? Should VAR calls be timed? Put them on a clock. Then they'll have to make their decisions. Whether they get it right or they don't is another matter. But then we don't lose 3.5 minutes of our lives waiting for something like that. It's not good enough.